Good evening, YouTubers, snackers, and all the ships at sea. This is Brandon from the sAs, the Snack Food Appreciation Society, with another action-packed edition of Pizza Night for May the 24th, 2013. Today, I have decided to pick up a frozen pizza from Safeway, and that pizza is a Tombstone double-top pizza. Apparently, it comes with 2 times the total meat toppings as their original Tombstone pizza. This is the 4 meat variety, so that comes with, it comes with sausage, hamburger, pepperoni, and Canadian bacon. Okay, so Tombstone's one that I have not reviewed yet in any form, but it's been around forever. Basically, you used to have the choice of Totino's or Tony's, which were basically, very similar, and then you had Mama Celeste. You saw I basically trashed Mama Celeste in the one review I've done of them, until about the mid to late 80s when Tombstone was introduced with the awesome tagline, "What do you want on your Tombstone?" Well, I want all this meat is what I want. Anyway, it came out around, 86, 88, somewhere in that general ballpark, and became one of the first frozen, quote-unquote, premium pizzas. I don't know how premium it is compared to some of the ones out there today, but, it smells really good, and this is what it looks like. Basically, like I said, it's a 4-meat pizza, and you do see the pepperoni, you do see Canadian bacon, that's those little bits of pink there. And then the sausage and the hamburger look almost exactly the same, and I cannot tell them apart, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know if they didn't put hamburger on there or didn't put sausage on there. I couldn't tell you. Anyway, also, you'll note that it kind of curled up and did some funny stuff there. I want you to know that it was flat when I put it into the oven, guys. I don't know what happened there. Also, it told me to preheat the oven at 400 degrees and to heat it, or cook it rather, for 22 to 24 minutes. Now, after about 15 minutes, it was looking like this. I gave it another 2.5 or 3 minutes, and it got mostly done on top, although I do see some cheese that's not melted, and that sauce seems kind of runny that's peeking out from there. Some chips just fell down. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, so you do see some browning, caramelization, if you will, around the edges of the cheese right here. That looks pretty good. If you look up underneath the crust, nice and golden brown. So, I'm not real sure about the cooking instructions as usual. They seem to be a little bit off, but then again, my oven runs a little bit hot. Alright, so, also when I was in line for this thing, this guy behind me all of a sudden comes up to me and goes, "Hey, champ, is that going to be enough for you?" I'm like, "What? What?" And he looks at me and goes, "Well, I'm just looking out for you, man." And I was like, "Oh, gee, thanks." Alright, so anyway, back to Tombstone Pizza. I got this pizza about half price. It was $6.67 or something like that, and then I got $3 off, so $3.67 plus tax. Really good deal for a pizza, no matter what kind of pizza it is, I think, because there's that saying about pizza, there's no such thing as bad pizza. But anyway, looks pretty good. I'm not going to complain. With Tombstone, worst case Ontario is you spent very little and got a pizza. Maybe it's not going to knock your socks off, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so I'm babbling now, going on about 4 minutes. It's just running my mouth, so let me pick this up and show it to you. And you see the cheese just did not melt quite correctly in some places. Not too happy about that, but then in certain other places, it melted. In certain other places, it caramelized. And I did turn the pizza a couple times, guys. Don't say I don't know how to cook frozen pizza. I do. I just think it was a very uneven bake in this particular case. Alright, so I got the 420 slice. I'm going to sit here. Oops, drop the sumbitch. Nope, pick it back up. Show it to you. Lots of meat on there. Now, the disbursement of the toppings is kind of questionable. They're all over the place. Like, literally, let's just throw all the Canadian bacon over here. And then, let's throw a bunch of sausage over here. Or hamburger or whatever it is, and then big clumps of pepperoni. But hey, I guess that's what happens when you have double meat. But then again, got areas that are looking a little more sparse. Don't know, don't care. All I know is you're going to take a look at, well, there's no bag, there's no box, there's just this slip sheet, and I'm going to take a bite. Okay, guys, that was okay. I don't like thin crust pizza a lot, and that was kind of thin for my taste. A little bit crispy. Crust, really nothing going on there, kind of cardboard. Cheese. The cheese was not melted enough in some areas, and in some areas it was, like I was saying before. It didn't really have any kind of flavor. It stood out above anything else. When I took a bite of this pizza, all I tasted, man, was sausage. And if you know me, I'm not huge on sausage on my pizza. I'll eat it if somebody else has it, but I typically won't order it. I just got this because it looked kind of novel to have all those meats piled up on top of that pizza. But in this case, I don't think it really worked out all that well. So, with all that being said, oh, and the sauce was just runny and disgusting. Nothing really good there. I'm giving this pizza, geez, a third of a thumb up, if that's possible. It's definitely not a half of a thumb up. That's for darn sure. And it's not 2/3 of a thumb up, or 3/4 of a thumb up. And it's not quite like a quarter of a thumb up. I think it's a little bit better than that. So yeah, about a third of a thumb up, if that's the correct angle of the dangle. I'm not really sure. But obviously I'm going to go ahead and pulverize the rest of this because it's pizza, and I've got the usual suspects over there, some crushed red pepper flakes and some Parmesan cheese to make it even worse for me, and we'll see how it goes after that. But anyway, thanks for tuning in last week to Take Out Tonight. That was a really fun little experiment. I'll be doing more of those in the future. You know, give me some more ideas about what you'd like to see on Take Out Tonight. Excuse me for rubbing my nose in the middle of the review there. Anyway, also on the road on Tuesdays, up in the air. Don't know what I'm going to do. Don't know if I'm going to travel near, far, or somewhere in between. But there definitely will be a review. Also going to do that comparison of the Doritos Dynamitas Chili Limon along with the Takis Fuego. See which one comes out on top on a future episode of Quick Chips. All right, guys. If you have any suggestions of what you want to see me review, drop them in my box or in the comments down below. Also, in the info section down below, there's a link to join the sAs on Facebook. We have an awesome time. Come and join us. We have a lot of fun, guys, really, seriously. We get to read about everything that's coming up. I put articles from Brand Eating, Grub Grade, and a lot of other cool websites on there, as well as videos from some of the coolest YouTube channels out there as well. Reviews and upcoming attractions, old commercials, whatever. Come visit us at the sAs on Facebook and you will not regret it. Alright, also subscribe to my channel, like the videos, favorite the videos. If you don't like the videos, don't watch the videos, and I don't care. In the meantime, in between time, I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.